Hi, this is Elgarath here with some pretty important information concerning some Pokemon events and a secret plan that I might need your help with. Here's the important news. The first Generation 6 hidden Pokemon, Diancie, will be distributed from most of the GameStop stores across America, starting on October 27th and running until November 16th. For those of you who keep track of this sort of stuff, this isn't such a big surprise. And in fact, it was expected. Here's the thing though, the distribution is going to be done via an annoying method called Get Via Serial Code. Basically, how it works is Nintendo is going to send participating GameStops boxes filled of little cards that have secret codes hidden behind some kind of substance on the card that you have to scratch off. In order to receive the event Pokemon, you'll need one code and thus one card per each game file that you own. I myself own 2 copies of X and 2 copies of Y. You then take those codes and your games and your 3DS to somewhere where you can connect your 3DS to the internet. Start up the game, select Mystery Gift, and then select Receive Gift, and then finally select Get with Code. Scratch the substance off one of your cards using a coin, and then type the code from that card into your game using the touchscreen to receive the event. You can then do the same thing for each of your other games as well, using your other codes, since each code will only work once. I'm not sure who decided that they would distribute the important mystery gift events via serial code. Having events done wirelessly has been great ever since they started doing it in 2007. Although I suspect Nintendo's experimenting with code events in reaction to the fact that several Pokemon distribution DS cartridges have been stolen throughout the years, and people end up bringing the distribution cartridges to big events. This is one way for them to control the flow of event Pokemon. That said, I don't trust GameStop as much as I trust Nintendo and Game Freak. So my guess is that certain GameStop stores might try to do something shady to take advantage of this situation. For instance, they might try to force you to pre-order the next Pokemon game before giving you a Diancie code. Or they might try to only let you have one code, even though the events have always been designed to be receivable once per game file, for those of you who have purchased multiple games and not one per person. Therefore, if any trouble like that arises from shady employees at your local GameStop stores, you must insist that they give you a code even if you do not have the new Pokemon games pre-ordered, because that's how Nintendo events have been done so wonderfully ever since 2007. So for me, this news comes as a disappointment, because ever since the 2008 Darkrai distribution event, I have always gotten multiple event Pokemon, making a video about each endeavor and putting all the event Pokemon in a giant collection, almost like a Pokemon zoo. I have used parts of that collection to help people, trading a handful of them away years later to non-cheating people who missed certain events, people who I feel would truly appreciate them. It's become sort of a just-in-case stockpile. I had 28 Darkrai, 100 Shaman, 150 Arceus, 40 Deoxyses, 30 Celebi, 30 Keldeo, 30 Meloetas, and 30 Genesect. I would really like to get 30 Diancies, but having realized that it's a Get Via Serial Code event, I thought that this would be a nearly impossible task. Nearly impossible. Until I remembered one thing. You. I'm wondering if you guys could help me out a little bit with the next Team Unknown plan called Operation Diamantine Codex. So basically, starting on October 27th and running until November 16th, GameStop will be handing out the Diancie cards. Entering a code from the card during the time of the event will result in a Diancie being received. It's possible to receive one Diancie per game file that you own, but if you want to help me out with Operation Diamantine Codex, Nick, Josh, and I have been brainstorming for ways that you can. Of course, anyone who helps us with this quest will be mentioned in our video about Operation Diamantine Codex, unless they want to remain anonymous. By far, the idea that I think will work most effectively is for each of you guys to pretend that you need 1 or 2 more Diancie cards than you're actually able to use. Perhaps saying that you want to pick up an extra code or 2 for a friend or sibling that doesn't really exist, or doesn't really play Pokemon X or Y. And then letting me know on Twitter if you end up with some extra codes. But be careful, Be sure only to tell me what the codes are in private chat. If you type them into a tweet, any random person will be able to use the code before I'm ready to. I'll be resetting one of my game files as fast as I can in order to collect Diancies, using up the extra codes we accumulate until we reach 30 in the collection. If you can remember which GameStop employee gave you your codes the first time, and if you have a chance to help us even more, you can come back a second time when a different employee is working, and you can pretend that you haven't gotten any Diancie codes yet. Also, keep in mind that while you might remember which GameStop employee you talked to before, there's a chance that they don't remember you. Also, if you live near multiple GameStops, you can use that to your advantage as well, and visit both of them for each day of this grand scheme. Good luck! Oh, and I almost forgot. A shiny Gengar event is happening in less than a week, and it might already be happening depending on how fast I edit this video and how soon you watch it. The shiny Gengar event runs from October 13th to October 26th. It's a Get Via Serial Code event, and you'll be able to get the codes from GameStop during that window of time. You can use this opportunity not only to get a shiny Gengar, but also to practice receiving Get Via Serial Code events. If the title of this video contains the word victory, it means that with your help, Team Unknown has been successful in getting 30 Diancies into the collection. If not, it means we could still use some extra codes if you've got the time and or energy to help us. You can most easily contact me via Twitter. Just include the @ followed by Zelgarath in your tweet, and I will respond soon after. For private chat to work, I believe we will have to follow each other on Twitter, and I'll follow you as soon as I notice your message referencing this operation. I'll keep my Twitter updated on a daily basis too, so that if you follow me, you'll know when we've reached 30 Diancies. Some games that I intend on playing are coming out before this event ends, and then I'm hoping to be ready to film my Hoenn quest. So I'm hoping to get Operation Diamantine Codex over and done with as soon as we possibly can, in the beginning days of the event. If the title of this video does not contain the word victory, we could still use your help. Operation Diamantine Codex has begun!